What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and this is all on to break down what's happening with SPY, Tsla, Nvda, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers. And break down what's going on with the economic calendar moving forward, some very important factors following the markets, and how things are looking in my personal opinion. But before I begin devil's information, before I get into any more details, let me just mention a couple of things. Firstly, I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Weeble link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Weeble and deposit $500, you're guaranteed 20 free stocks. And the offer ends very soon tomorrow, so check it out before they run out. Anyways, now let's break down what's happening with the markets. Looking at SPY, we have this downtrend that's being respected right over here, and we have some very important levels to watch for as time goes on. SPY is currently about to test a very important support, and we'll have to see if this holds or not. I'm still seeing some weakness on the chart as I speak. So I'll talk about this in just a minute. I just want to talk about this real quick. Today is Monday, June 24th, 2024. We had Waller giving a speech in the morning. Despite Waller being known for being a little bit more hawkish, it is still, resulting in the market dipping just a bit, but it's not really anything too crazy. Then we have at 10:30 a.m. the Dallas Fed Manufacturing Index. At 11:30 a.m. we have the 3-month and 6-month bill auctions. Then we have Daly from the Fed giving a speech at 2 p.m. Daly is known for being in the middle, so it shouldn't cause anything too crazy. So I just wanted to note that there's nothing too crazy coming out for today, but watch for some volatility at the times I listed. Now, the S&P 500 dipped 0.16% on Friday, but still registered a 0.6% gain for the week, which is not bad whatsoever. It's also gone 377 days without a 2.05% sell-off, which is the longest stretch for the benchmark since the great financial crisis, according to a lot of reports. So something else that's very interesting. There's also been a lot of talk about how banking regulators said on Friday they found weakness in the resolution plans or living wills of 4 of the 8 largest American lenders. And the living wills are plans that huge financial institutions lay out detailing how they would credibly unwind themselves in the event of distress or failure. So that could show signs of them not being prepared for certain things and also inadequate planning and such. So that's something that's worth noting. This is what banking regulators are claiming. So this could be very important as we're seeing weakness in their portfolios. So we'll see how things go. Target is also shopping for new brands. Once again, it's working with Shopify essentially to join Target. Plus, it's working with its third-party marketplace to essentially find partnerships to help it find hot items and use better sales. So that's actually going to be very useful for them. So we'll see how things go. Nvda is also known for surpassing the valuation of Microsoft the first time it's ever happened. It's gotten a lot of recognition for that. Very awesome for them. However, despite it pumping so much, now we're starting to see a little bit of a pullback in the share price. So that's something I'm going to talk about in just a minute. So last thing worth noting would be earnings. We just had Money Hero before the market is open. We have a couple of others which are very minor. Then we have FedEx for Tuesday and just a few more things. So that's something else that's worth noting. Anyways, looking at SPY, I'm seeing a little bit of weakness on the chart right over here. If we fail to get back above 544, then 543 is likely going to be coming. And if that fails, we're going to dip all the way down to 540, just to be very clear with everyone. If we lose 543, I think 540 is likely coming. I am seeing weakness on SPY. It looks more bearish to me. To turn back to bullish, you need to see it break past 545.8. If this had broken, then yes, we could push to fill this gap to 547. But overall, we're going to be testing this 544 support, and we look pretty weak on the 4 hours. So there's going to be a risk of us eventually dipping lower. So I see that as a strong possibility. For Nvda is also showing some weakness on the chart, in my personal opinion. If we continue to fall like this, I think there's a very, very good chance that this could lead us all the way down towards this 120 area. Basically, 122 is a level worth noting on Nvda, and if that fails us, then 120 is coming. And then if that fails us, we'll be dipping all the way down to these lower levels, such as this previous resistance becoming support at 116. So make sure you watch those levels I called out. It's that 122, 120, and 116 support, followed by this nice little gap down here at 110. So I am seeing some weakness on Nvda, and this does favor downside right now. If we were to try to break back above 125, I could see potential for 129, but it's not looking like that. We're actually below that, so it's looking weak. So that this does favor downside a little bit more. For Bitcoin, we're looking a little bit more bearish on Bitcoin continuing to fall. I think that we're easily coming down here to this target of about 60,000, and I think there's a very good chance Bitcoin's going to test that very soon. So it's looking more bearish right now. For Tesla's looking like it's going to push up towards I think it could get very close to 185, so there's going to be a little push coming. But just be careful with the market slowing down. Tesla might not hold up as well. So watch 185 and 188 as our resistance levels. We could push to one of those two, 185 maybe a little higher, and then watch to see if we get a rejection back down to 182 and just continue to shuffle. So a pump and drop is to be expected in a lot of sideways price action. So I'll be watching that very carefully, at least for Tesla stock. For the QQQ, I just want to call out that we just lost. We're struggling to hold 478. Losing that opens the doors for a test of about this 474 to 475 area. I think there's a good chance this is going to dip lower and get down there. So I'm seeing some weakness on the QQQ. We also happen to have this resistance at 480, so I do favor downside as a stronger possibility. I think we could be dipping towards 474. For Aapl, we basically have support at 206.6. If we lose the support, we'll be dipping all the way down to much lower levels, all the way down to 204. And we have resistance at this 210 area, so there's actually a good chance that this could dip a little lower. Look for a little pump back up to 208 before it continues to lower. Look for a retest of 206.6, and we'll see if we lose this on Aapl. If we end up losing the support, there's a good chance that Aapl will dip even lower. So far, I am seeing a weakness on the chart that remains. So watch 206 and see if we lose that. That will turn more bearish if we end up losing that support. For IWM Russell 2000, we have resistance at 201 to 202. We could pump into that range before rejecting. So look for a little pump and drop up here and then back down. So I'll be watching for that. For Coinbase is on a bit of a downtrend right here, forming a double top leg structure. I think that this could be dipping all the way down to about 214. If that fails, this will be dipping all the way down to about basically the 210 area. So I think there's a good chance that Coinbase could be dipping. So I'll be watching to see how that ends up moving. For Amazon's actually on a bit of an uptrend right here. We have a nice kind of like cup and handle like structure. We did actually approach our target of 190, but now it's fighting some tough resistance up there. The last time we hit 190 to 192, we did reject. So we reached our target. Now we could see a little retracement on Amazon back up to down to like 188 if we end up struggling to break past 190. So I think we're going to see a lot of shuffling on Amazon near 190, and there could be a little retracement as well. And then for Meta, we have resistance at 500. We have support currently around this 496 area. If we lose that, I'll be looking for this gap fill all the way down to 494. So maybe it kind of pushes towards 500 and only comes back down to about 494. I see that as a very, very strong possibility. For GameStop, we're dipping quite a bit. We're going to likely be retesting 22 and just kind of shuffle for now. So I think there's a very, very good chance that GME may just be kind of stuck. For AMC, there's also a very, very good chance that this could dip lower. If we lose this support, we'll be looking for the gap fill all the way down to 4.34. It is looking a little bit more bearish to me. The VIX is showing some life right now. We'll have to see if we could continue to hold up. We are well above our 200 EMA right now. We're kind of gapping above that. If it keeps going, we'll be looking for the 14 plus area. 14.5 is going to be coming. If it does continue to push, that's going to be a sign that the market has more downside. The VIX is showing strength, so I just want to note that. Same thing with the dollar. With that being said, the market is showing weakness in my personal opinion. There is a risk of more downside. Some stocks like Tesla could push a little higher before we see potential rejections, but the market is not ready for a big bounce yet, so we have to give it some time. With that being said, guys, thank you all so much for listening. Do not forget that this week is going to be the final week of June and the final week of Q2 for 2024. So get ready, do what you have to do, guys, and this is what we're seeing so far. I'll see you guys very soon in a few hours, and peace out.